Hello, YouTube modeling community. This is Rusty Rotor. Gotta apologize for no video on Monday. Friday, on my way home, and I just started feeling horrible. By the time I got home, I mean, literally, I did not get out of bed. Maybe the bed to the couch, just a couple times until yesterday. I got tested for COVID. It was negative, but they're assuming that I just had the flu. And guys, get your flu shots, because this flu this year, this is the first time in about 8 years I've gotten knocked down that hard from something. I mean, I always battle sinus issues, and I get sinus infections, and they knock me down for a day or two. But this was absolutely horrible. I was either shaking horribly or burning up, just profusely sweating. And now I'm just battling the sinus part of it and the cough. I physically feel a lot better. I was able to get out to physical therapy today, and get a couple things done while I was out. So this is going to be a long video. I apologize for that, but there's just no way to do it. We've gotten a lot of stuff in the mail. We got a lot of product to go over, and it is Thanksgiving Eve. So maybe start a little trend here. What Rusty Rotor, Rick, is thankful for. First and foremost, I'm always thankful for my family. They support me in every way, and I try to do the same for them. So I think that's what I'm most thankful for is my family. And tomorrow, big day, all the family together. A lot of good food, a lot of great conversation. So I'm really looking forward to it. Let's see. What else? Oh, I guess we'll get some topics out of the way too. Acme. I'm sure most of you are aware, and I've seen a couple of videos people post already about it. It's great news. Acme's growing, so therefore the venue has to grow. There was, from what I've seen, there was quite a few issues that people had, physically challenged, like myself, which, it's horrible. I like that venue. It's just, it was so hot. I was physically challenged, so it made it even a lot more. Plus, being there the first time, it was all overwhelming to me. But, that wears off, to a degree. But, the other issues, there should always be, handicap accessible in and out of the building, parking, so on and so forth. And, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the show grow. More vendors. That was one of my little bit of a disappointment. I think that I'm going to be pleased next year. The hotel looks amazing. My wife's already done her research on it, so we'll be staying at the Host Hotel again this year. And the rates are definitely better. They're half of what we paid for a crap hole. There was no other way to say it. So, and they moved the venue, or the date, to the end of October next year. So that may work out better for some people. I don't know. It does and doesn't for me, but I've got a son's birthday at the end of October, but we can either celebrate it the week before or the week after. That's not a big deal. And always Halloween because we have grandkids, so that's that will pull precedence over any model show. But I think we'll be okay. I'm not positive on everything, but I think we're gonna be okay. So if you guys are planning to go next year, we'll see you there. All right, so let's get into the meats and potatoes. We'll do shop card first. I sent mine to Sean, I don't know, months ago, and he told me he was out of them, but he would get me one when he got one, and he did. The scale model car channel, or sorry, the scale model car guy channel. I love this. You know, I think it's Get Smart, but I think, you know, it's same like James Bond type thing. And I know he loves his triumphs. Thank you for the kind words, Sean. If you guys aren't following him, he's a wealth of knowledge. He's constantly, you know, picking up, you know, big groups of models, whether they're already built, whatever. And he reviews them on his channel and shows you. But he's just an all-around nice guy, and I've talked to him quite a bit, and you know, I really enjoy his channel. I know he's busy, and sometimes he doesn't get videos up, but I always look forward to them when they do come out. I am caught up on all of his videos. As a lot of you, being sick enables you to do things that you normally wouldn't have time to do. Even though I was dozing in and out, I got caught up on pretty much everybody's videos. There's still a couple that I need to watch, but I'll get there. Second mail call. Let's see how we can do this. We'll do it on this side because that's the most important thing. Glasses. Kenny and Cheryl Shores, Bandit Resins. He heard me say, you know, if anybody knew where there was the scoop for Butch Leal's Camaro. He was at Acme also. And I mean, I don't know if he had any of the product there or not. I think I talked to him for a minute. I'm not for sure, but you know, we talked via email after that, and he sent me the hood. You know, I've told you guys, you know, it was on its way. Here's his card. You guys grab a pencil and a paper and jot that down. Right there's the email. There's the website at the top. Go check this out. I went to his, as soon as he contacted me, I went to his website and looked. And there's quite a few other things I'm going to be personally ordering that are, you know, cool. And especially now that I've seen his product and I've got to view it up close. And it's top-notch, high quality. I did Monday try to make this video. And I was just sitting here. I just couldn't do it. Not to mention just burning up. I was like, I'm done. So, again, I apologize for no video. So we're going to cram it all into one Thanksgiving extravaganza here. Again, Kenny, K-Dog, Bandit Resins. Definitely go check him out. Very reasonable prices. He is a one-man show, so, you know, you have to be patient. I think he's been battling some things too, and, you know, when that happens and you got life also, it slows you down a little bit. So, but check him out. He sent us, I'll get this letter out here. It explains the product here. I was only expecting the hood. He sent something else too, which is flipping amazing. I love it. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the hood out. We're going to look at it, and you guys, I'm going to try to get up as close as I can so you can see. But I've gone over this thing with a fine-tooth comb, and I found no imperfections other than, you can see right there, but this is all just part of cleanup. This all needs to be sanded down a little bit on top and a little bit underneath. It's not horrible by any means. It's not like, oh man, no. You could use it just the way it is. But it does need a little tiny cleanup. And I mean, compared to some resin hoods I've bought, it like that my 64 olds, that is a trans kit. The hood is resin. Oh my God. It was horrible. I probably spent 3 or 4 days just working on the hood, and it's still, I mean, it fits good now, but it, you know, it just aggravated the crap out of me for what I paid for the whole, you know, trans kit. But this is an absolutely beautiful hood. And, you know, I've got pictures of the car, but it doesn't really, you know, a picture being black and white and, you know, it doesn't do it justice. I love that it's like an L88 hood, just like the Baldwin Commotion Camaro, but then it's got the, you know, I don't know what they were called, the Morosso back in the day, the hood scoops, but it's really cool. And it saves me from having to just make the scoop and blend it into the hood. It's nice that all I gotta do is prime this, you know, a little bit of sanding, prime it, and paint it. Because the whole hood is white, so I don't have to worry about this, that, or the other. And it's got the hood pins molded in too, which is nice. We explained on the other video, this was a sealed kit. I opened it, so now it's not sealed. We did get the body out. This is an amazing kit. You know, I am grateful that AMT, you know, redid this. The body does have a little flash, but, you know, it's a true full bumper Camaro. So it's nice. And Bushdale's Camaro is a full bumper Camaro. Now, I fit this to here, and I know where I got to do some work, but just first try, I mean, beautiful. Like I said, you can see there's a little high spot here and a little high spot over here, but some, you know, sanding, and that'll all blend in and lay perfect. So now, you know, we got the hood scoop, we've got the kit, and even underneath the hood, well designed, very minimal cleanup, and this will be a nice looking hood. And I mean, it sits right down in here like it's, you know, well, it was made for this kit. Body line, I mean, everything it's supposed to be as far as gaps and lining up is perfect. There's no, you know, for the front, there's no need to sand anything to get this all to line up. It lines up perfect. Gaps are perfect. Just height-wise in the front a little bit, and in the back a hair a little bit, but that is also just, you know, due to the resin. It just needs to be sanded down and cleaned up, nothing more. And you know, you would have to, I mean, it's easy enough to do right here. And that'll have to be cleaned up more because you can see it's kind of notchy, but just square the opening up. But just to get rid of the little piece out of there, it's nothing. I mean, I was really amazed because usually when I buy resin, I know I got to look over and see if there's any pinholes in it. I got to, you know, so whatever pressure technique he's using, it works really well because there's no pinholes, there's no voids or anything like that. Then I was pleasantly surprised that he sent this back half. Now this looks like a 3D printed item, which is really cool. This is for the Mobius pickup trucks. It'll work on any one of them. That's the back half. It is notched, so you can, you know, notch the frame, and then I always pin it. I pin it here and I pin it there. So when I slide it together, it's just all that extra stability, so it doesn't warp on me, tweak, or misalign or anything like that. Get my big fingers out of the way. But it's nice 4-link setup. Shocks. You can fit any diff in there that'll fit within the brackets, and most all will. I mean, and if nothing else, you could easily notch out the diff a little bit just for it to slide in there. But yeah, I got some plans for this. And this needs a little cleanup as well. Got to get that little support out of there, some sanding, but everything's on the top of the frame. So unless this was exposed, you wouldn't really have to worry about it. But I still, you know, peace of mind. I like to clean it all up. So we will be using this in a future product or project, and you guys will be aware of that when that happens. So again, excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Shores, I appreciate you sending me this. It took one less thing off my mind having to worry about to come up with. Kenny, I love the communication. I look forward to more. You know, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. So yeah, I mean, it's, you know, we're one step closer to another project being ready to being built. You know, in my craziness way of doing things, I like to get a lot of research in and figure out, you know, what I need, so on and so forth. So now I'm still at the point of engine. What are we going to do about tires and wheels? Well, we know we're going to rob the Baldwin Motion Camaro of its tires and wheels. Probably not so much the rear tires, but the wheels. These are a nice set of Kragers, and you can see how, you know, he's used the Baldwin Motion hood as a mold, and then added the scoop here. So, you know, it's not a big deal for this kind of project to rob a part from another one, because I wouldn't use these tires and wheels on this car anyways. Everything else, yes, but not the tires and wheels. The only other thing we may rob from this kit is the engine. As you know, I know the car has got a big block in it, but is it a 427 or 454? I don't know. I don't know what kind of, you know, intake is it running. I got to find all that out. And if these wheels don't work, then we'll find another set of Kragers somewhere that will. And I have plenty. So we'll definitely get that the right look as far as tires and wheels go, and slicks and so on and so forth. But yeah, you know, I told you guys I would show you, you know, once that came in, and you know, here it is. This is the version we're building right here. You can see it's a full bumper car. The hood is completely white, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it's not, but it's, you know, mostly white. I will, chances are I will probably mask that off and paint that area white. It has the decal here, but, you know, I would have to shrink all that around that scoop. Nah. Or I may make a template of that area and lay it on there and cut the decal so the decal goes over it and just paint the scoop itself white. I don't know yet. We'll get to that when we get there. But the car is poppy red, and then of course all the white, and then all the other decals. So, but this, just so you guys know, this is the version we are building right there. And you see it's Kragers. It's just, you know, he's running slicks, and he's running the 4-inch wide tires in the front. So, I got a set somewhere. We'll dig those out and put them in the box. That way we have those. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, you know, all we got to do now is just do our due diligence and find some information on the engine, some pictures primarily, so I have some reference to go by. Get Sean's card out of the way. I am starting little by little to start taking this desk apart. It's just going to require, like I said, I was wiped out last week, and I plan to get that part done. It's Thanksgiving this week, so this weekend that is my plan, to get this desk apart, get everything off of it, everything out from underneath it, and then get the love seat out of here, and get the desk swung out to where it needs to be, and then try to rejoin it back to this desk over here. And then see, I got a little piece I'll have to cut and fill in, but I won't have the backboard on it anymore, so I can cut that piece out of that, and it's already black, so it'll all blend in. And then that just opens up the whole world for me for figuring out exactly how big the diorama table can be, how big my computer area is going to be. And know this, my computer area will be a build area. It's just primarily, it's all computer. I don't want anything, no paints, no chemicals, anything around my equipment. So most of that will all remain on this desk. And then I have duplicate and triplicate of a lot of things. And a lot of that will get moved to the diorama table. I want each station to be fully equipped with what I need. That way I'm not grabbing this and taking it over here. Then I come back over here, and then I've got to go back over there and get this and bring. I hate that. Let's see. I've got nothing done on any of the builds. And the way it's looking, I'm probably not going to the way I wanted to. Life gets you sometimes, and sometimes there's other things more important. I'm, still helping my brother out, just doing, basically nothing. Waiting for deliveries, answering phones, whatever he needs me to do within my physicalities. Let me get a drink here. So, next mail call, because this will be pretty quick, because we're not going to get in depth on these. I ordered 3 kits for the Gasser Nights diorama. And they came in. All these were purchased by me through Hobby Nut Models. I'm telling you guys, he has great deals. First one is, and I know Jason over Blue Ox got one of these. The 33 Willys van. I'm a big fan of the Willys. Especially when it's, gassers. We won't be swapping out a whole lot of engines on these things. I kind of, when we do dioramas, unless it's a particular vehicle that's going to get a lot of detail, it's like the center of attention type thing, or the focal point. Primarily, everything will get, a distributor and plug wires, but not a whole lot of other detail, because it just, 2-3 months to do a build, and then, these dioramas start turning into year-long projects or 2-year-long projects, and I don't want that. We're starting off the new year with a new love and appreciation for the hobby, a new determination to finish what we start. So, yeah, this one's for the diorama. I really, now they'll all get a crazy fancy sparkly paint job, but primarily box stock. It will get beefed up with slicks versus treaded tires in the back, and somewhere maybe a moon tank up underneath there, just to keep it in the gasser realm. But these are all sealed. I haven't opened them yet. And as you can see, I love Willys. This one will be built as the truck. It won't be yellow. I'm really thinking maybe like a gold, metal flake, sparkly, maybe pearl, I don't know. But definitely fancy paint job. Now, I don't know if, I guess both bodies are in here. I have no clue. It's not like the newer ones where they show you all the parts. I've never had this kit. Build one of two ways. Cooper pickup, detailed racing suspension, supercharged Olds Rocket V8 engine, choice of rear drag slicks or wide street tires, full color decal, detail assembly. So I'm assuming this is the flip nose body. I don't know. We'll find it when we get into that one. We'll dig into a little more. And this one I did have years and years ago. I didn't build it back then. But this is what I'm talking about. You guys can see. I mean, the wheels match, and this is no different. This is an absolutely beautiful kit. This one will get a little more detail. It was a little pricier kit, but we will be using these tires and wheels. I love those. They match front and rear. You know, it is definitely a gasser. It'll get more of a metallic paint job than what this is, but we may stay right within this color realm, because I think it's an absolutely beautiful car, beautiful kit. Like I said, I didn't get to build when I had it. We will not be using the kit shifter. It'll get more of a modern day P&M style. But everything else, I mean, the kit engine we'll be using. We're just going to beef it up and dress it up, make it a little more realistic. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to building this one. So those complete everything we need for the diorama, other than some, you know, things I'm going to have to 3D print, stuff I'm just going to have to scratch build. And a lot of stuff I was going to 3D print, I may end up just scratch building. I think it'll be more rewarding. It'll be funner. It'll look more realistic too. And then, you know, to my surprise, I didn't know he was sending it. Mark sent me this. I've never had, I mean, I've had Atlantis kits, but they've all been like the, you know, Frankenstein or Dracula or, you know, the figure type kits. I've never had a vehicle from Atlantis. And this is the 1/25th scale slingshot type with open box frame Fireball dragster. And Mark thought it would be a great fit for the diorama, and he's absolutely right. You know, it's kind of Gasser's theme. I mean, it's, you know, big engine, small tire. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, this is going to be an addition to it. And this is all open, so yeah, we're going to really detail this up. Fuel lines, you know, the magneto will get wired. We may change the scoop, I don't know. But it's really cool. I've not opened it yet, and I don't want to open it yet. Excuse me. I know it's a simple kit. Not a lot to it because it's very, very light, very small box. But it is 1/25th scale. And that's primarily where I, you know, stay. 1/24, it always killed me. Why do they build in such a close scale? 1/24th and 1/25th. That's the, I guess, if this was a mental Monday, that is the mental part of it. Why, you know, why be so tight-knit right there, 1/24th and 1/25th? I mean, just a fraction of a difference. Why not just be 1/25th all the way across the board, and then, you know, 1/32nd? You know, excuse me. Whatever it may be from there. So your thoughts on that? I gotta get this stuff put away after down here because it's taking over my shop. And I also thought about the one I showed you guys I got at Acme, the Fiat. Those two kits in there, one of them's not. One of them's just going to get built for shelf. But those other two kits may make it into the diorama, just as, visual effect type thing. I don't want to increase the amount of work that's going to be in these, because those are understatements. These are really, really big dioramas with a lot of detail. And any of you that's done even a small diorama, how much detail you put into those and how much time it takes. I think you're well aware of what I'm getting ready to embark on. So we've covered that. We've got our mail out of the way. Oh, and we got our care package from Mr. Ryan Jones at Z-Force Model Works. He contacted me when he got back from vacation and said, hey, I sent you a care package out. There's nothing in there. Keep that. And there's quite a bit in here, so we're going to try to go through it as fast as we can. And then I got to get this stuff put away. These are pretty much anybody that follows him knows this stuff's already out. But, he was on vacation, so he couldn't get everything sent to me within time. These are True Spoke Hot Rod 52 or S2, 20 by 7, 22 by 12. Also available in 18 and 20. These are sold through VCG Resins. These are exclusive to him. But my God, you guys know I 3D print. I would be petrified in trying to print these wheels. And these are some, I got to take it out of the package. That's how beautiful they are. And as soon as I saw them, I'm like, I know exactly what I'm putting these on. I know exactly. It's like, it was a no-brainer. You guys look at those. Whoops. I went the sleeve. Get it back in there. Wrong way, Rick, you big dummy. There we go. Come on. Am I showing you the right way? Yeah, there we go. That's right. Sorry. I mean, look at the spokes. He said himself he was a little nervous trying to print that, but that just shows you how remarkable 3D printers is. And I'm not, get an angle. You can even see where the spoke gets wider, and then the nut, the adjuster on the spoke on the wheel there. All that detail is there. Now, you can imagine a little 29 Ford rat rod with those on it. You get, today's beautiful low profile. You're going to get good traction, good handling. But the old beautiful spoked wheels, those are amazing. And then there's the center caps. And they're, I don't want to get them out because I will drop it and lose it. It's got the little V8 emblem on it. See if you guys can see that. There we go. Getting better and better. Those painted out. These could be, painted red or the maroon color or whatever. Chrome sleeve. I mean, the options are endless. But as soon as I saw them, I'm like, yes. The truck I was going to use and turn into a gasser. That now that we've got something to replace it, that will get these. They're just beautiful. And I'm like, holy crap, this is amazing. Get it back in here because I will lose parts. I'm still not 100% and foggy here. Like I said, VCG Resins. That's who you need to contact to get these. don't know the price, you know, when they're done through somebody else. These are US Mags C10, C-10, 22 by 9s and 22 by 14. These are $18 plus tax and shipping. Available through Z-Force. These are through Ryan, nobody else. Beautiful. Look at the detail. Now these would look awesome on any truck, any car. You know, a little modifying would probably have to be done because of the size, but not. You know, I look at these and I'm like, well, there's not much. But then when you get into it, you're like, oh crap, I do have to do it. But so yeah, just keep in mind that you may have to do a little modifying to fit these, but beautiful. So again, only available at Z-Force. $18 plus tax and shipping. That's a great deal. You know, $22, I think, after everything's said and done. I mean, and you get them. I mean, he ships them out, and you know, it's like 2 or 3 days later you get them, so you're not waiting weeks. And then, you know, let's go back to the 80s, even into the 90s, and there's still guys today that seek them out, this style wheel, just for the nostalgia of it. Now these are pretty much will fit wide range of cars, trucks, whatever, with no modifying. And they're a normal size sidewall. Not as big as like back in the early 80s or 70s, but you know, these are centerline Sabres, 18 by 9 and 18 by 11. So a smaller tire. These are $16 plus shipping and tax. And these are available through Ryan also, Z-Force. Those are awesome. And you know what these are going on? These are going to go on the 40 Ford convertible. That's the one that Alvis is machining out of real aluminum. My heads, valve covers, my coolant tubes, the beehive, air cleaners, and all the other components that he can think of and do for that 40 Ford, because we'll be running the flathead in it. It'll be a full detailed flathead. I mean, the nuts and bolts, all the wiring, the plug wires, everything I can find data and information on where I can add the detail. There was a gentleman that was on Instagram a lot. He had built a flathead, and he put so much work into this thing, and he ended up trying to sell it, and I think it did sell. You know, it was well worth it. I mean, it was a labor of love in itself. I mean, he actually used little bolts for every little bolt on it. I forget where he got the bolts from. There's a couple companies out there that sell the, you know, miniature nuts and bolts and all that stuff for that kind of detail. But I mean, I would have loved to have that flathead because I would have put that in there. But Elvis is kind of doing the same thing for me for that particular build. So that's going to be a fun build because it's old school hot rod. You know, well, not old school, but 80s type hot rod, fat fendered car. You know, a built flathead in there with all the amazing detail. And wheels to match. So, yeah, I told you guys, you know, that 65 GTO I built, I brought to Acme. The intake was specially built and designed by Ryan Jones. He finally sent us one. If, you know, that's why I said that car kind of just fell together because everything felt right. I wasn't changing the dynamics of it too much. You know, it was basis of a 326 tri-power. And in that case, it's a newer car, a resto mod. It had a LS with a fuel injected tri-power. And, you know, these valve covers, see if we can get up there and you can see them. You know, it says Pontiac on them. And then you get the little air cleaners. These are available through Ryan. Or, no, I'm sorry. These are available at Iceman Collections. Joel carries these. So, that is, and man, they detail up so nice. I mean, even down, look at the, well, is it going to do it or not? They're highly detailed. If you guys get a chance, pick one of these up. You don't have to use it in a Pontiac or, you know, whatever. But it's nice to know that, you know, I wanted to build a GTO. It doesn't matter what year it is. You get the tri-power and then the valve covers for the thing. And these fit right on Joel's LS motors. I mean, like they were meant to be. They marry together perfect. No gaps, no modifying to get this to fit. It fit right into the engine. That's why I said it. That whole build just fell together like it was meant just to be that way. And you know, give it a try, guys. It's it was a fun build. I learned a lot by doing it. You know, in the resto mod world, and you know, it was just a blast. And these little options like this for an engine setup, especially when you, like I said, I was trying to stay true to the nature of the car. A 326, the tri-power, and a GTO. That's what it's notorious for. But I want new. Well, how could I do that? There was really, Ryan had this design, and he said, hey, what do you think about that? I'm like, yes, exactly. So, you know, I bought it, and he sent it to me, and it just perfect. He said, you know, what engine you use? And I said, I'm using an LS3 from Joel. He said, well, let me know how it fit, you know. So I mean, it, like I said, it was like both of them were together, and when they designed these, and it just fits perfect. So you couldn't have asked for anything better. Now, here's these are only available through Iceman also, both these next two sets. These are generic slot mags, 15x6 and 15x14. Pause traction, torque twist tires, or twister tires. Size for 6, it's either a 6 or a G, 14-inch rims. Sold in pairs to build custom combinations. Available at Iceman's. These are, right, here's the crazy thing. So the 65 GTO I owned, we will build a replica of that here. I have the kit. It came with a 6-cylinder. It was a Tempest. I converted it to a GTO, and I put a 326 tri-power in it. I ran these wheels and tires on that car. I have pictures. I'll have to dig them out, but to show you guys. But these are the width of the tires. I mean, this is it's like I didn't even tell Ryan. And it's like 15x6. That's what I ran in the front. Well, I think I had 15x7s in the front, and I ran 15x14s in the rear. They're gonna fall apart because nothing's glued together. But look at that. That is so easy to pick that out. To get those white letters, because mine had white letters. There's nothing to paint the tires. Beautiful. So now, you know, I'm figuring out how am I going to find the exact right tire and wheel for that project. He took all the guesswork out of it. You know, get over to Iceman and get you some of these. These are really cool. I mean, the tread is amazing. I'm real shaky today, guys, so that's why I'm not trying to take too much out of the packages, because it'll just get dropped and then I will never see it again. And last but not least, these are Keystone Classics. Highly popular wheel. I had My 69 Olds 442. Again, it's like I didn't tell Ryan. It's like he sent exactly what the car had. That is another project. Somewhere down the line, I want to build a replica of every car I've ever owned, whether it be a stock, just regular, everyday driver, to all my hot rods. I think it's just a nice rendition for in the shop here, and you know, focal point and topic of discussion type thing. Anyways, these are Keystone Classics, 15x6 and 15x14. The Cutlass did have 6-inch wide tires in the front and 14s in the rear. Back then, just local tire shops, that's like about the widest you could find. And I always loved the big fat wide tires underneath my cars. These are Scat Track tires, size for 6 to 14 inch or 6 to 19. I can't read Ryan's handwriting. Mine's even worse. Sold in pairs to build custom combos. Available at Iceman's also. My ring fell out of the one. But yeah, look at the detail on those tires. I mean, they look real, even though they're all gray. The tread. You guys see that? So my 69 Olds Cutlass had Keystones on it. It was silver with the blue stripes and the blue wing in the back. And, you know, it said Hurst Olds, whatever, there on the fender. Had 455 in it. Had a Hurst shifter. It had a 4-speed. I don't remember what kind of... It had a racing transmission in it. You know, the guy I got the car from, he had done all the work to it. Had headers, ladder bars. It had, you know, gear work done in the rear. This car literally... First and second gear was scary. As a driver, it was terrifying that how much torque and power that car had. You know, like an idiot, I'm doing donuts in it, burning it. Never burned the clutch out of that car. My Z28, I burned the clutch out every other month. That car, I couldn't burn the clutch out of it, but I blew the engine up. Well, can't say I blew the engine up. It overheated. I think it cracked a head. But, you know, a few months later, we got it all repaired and we sold the car. But it was a blast the whole time I had it. I mean, it was jacked up, you know, air shocks, and you just boom, 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 just, and you put it in gear, and it'd be like, you better be ready to lay on the gas because it'd be lunging. It was a badass car. I do not have, well, I did have pictures of that car. Those were ruined in the flood also. It wasn't like a pristine car. It had a few scratches on it. I think it had a couple of ping dents in it. But, you know, the paint was nice. I mean, it shined blue and silver. You know, I don't know if it came from the factory, those colors, but that's what colors they were when I got the car. It had white interior, black carpet, black package tray in the back. I think the dash was black, and then it had white door panels, white bucket seats. The console was black. But I know the numbers were matching. So when I got it, I ran all the numbers matching. It was the original engine to the car. It was definitely a Hurst Olds 442, 1969. So, just all around beautiful car. So that's it. That's all we've gotten in. I think we've covered everything. The mental part is your take on 124th and 125th. Why so close of a difference? You know, 125th is a hair bigger. Or 124th is a hair bigger, whatever. 24th, we're going down. Yeah, 24th would be a hair bigger. 125th is a hair smaller. Why not make one or the other and not both? You know, if anything, for old guys like us, make it the hair bigger. I like, you know, when I set my models on a shelf, I don't like this one being, some of them are predominantly bigger than, you know, putting an extra, like for instance, the 69 Torino that I built, the green one. I put that next to the 69 Mustang that you guys saw. That was a gift from a guy that I worked with. It's like this is almost twice as big, and in real life they're basically the same size. I just don't like that on my shelf, so I try to space those apart where it's not so noticeable. But yeah, I'm looking forward to your comments down below. As always, down below, leave them thumbs up, thumbs down. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. We got a lot of great things coming. Go back and watch, catch up on all my videos. It'll explain everything that we got in plans. I intend to work on her a little bit this weekend too. This is very rewarding, very pleasing, I guess I should say. It's not like it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just shadowing. Knowing where your light hits, where the light doesn't hit, knowing how to blend your colors. That's always helpful. And just being patient. But yeah, you can have fun. I've not done any of the washes yet, or I'm not done with the skin tones. I got a little more to work on the dress, a little more on the sweater, a little more to do on the shoes. We did get the bottom of the shoes done. But yeah, those are always fun. And I got to start making some orders and to get stuff we need in for the shop. I got to get the parts for the 3D printer so I can get that fired back up. 2 other things real quick. Update on your Hot Wheels replica group build, due the 27th. That'll be next week. So I'm looking forward to those. And anybody that completes theirs at that time, make that your final video. That's all okay. You don't have to wait till December 27th. You just have till December 27th. And then once everybody's done and they've turned everything into me, then I can get those pictures put into a collage and then get pictures made and get them sent out to you. So remember, on your final video, also I need pictures, of the angles, and send those to my email. That way I can take those pictures and create one big picture for everybody that got involved. The distributor guys that were in the trial, I've not forgotten about you. I've got some of the stuff ready. I'm got to print the distributors, and until I get the printer fixed, it's not wanting to print anything really fiddly. It's wanting to just blob it and make it a mess. So that will be the first thing I print. Once I get those parts put on, and then meanwhile I will be sending you the email out. All you got to do is let me know what color wires you want. And if you change your mind, if you want a 6-cylinder, if you're sticking with the 8-cylinder, you'll get 2 distributors, 2 sets of wires, 2 vacuum lines. And when I send you that email, respond back to me, let me know those things, and make sure you put your address in there again for me. And then once these are a go on the printer, I'll get them out to you. Once I've received confirmation that you got them, we're golden, then I can start putting this into production. I still need to have some kind of things made, kind of like Ryan does, to put in my little baggies. I'm looking into that, so if you know anybody that does that kind of stuff and is reasonable in price, I just need to come up with a logo. I'd like a rusted rotor, a picture of a rusted rotor with Rusty Rotor's Model Car Garage on that logo somehow. Just an idea, but I don't know anybody that does that. My niece made my shop cards. She might be able to do this for me too, so I gotta check with her. If she can't, then I need somebody that can do it, along with business cards and new shop cards. Speaking of shop cards, I do have shop cards. If you guys want to do a shop card trade, my email is always below. Send that email. I'll get you a shop card right out. Mark at Hobby Nut Models. Thank you, Mark, for getting it. This stuff shipped so fast. I was blown away. And the extra kit, I'm humbled. I appreciate it. It is going to be a great fit for the diorama. And, those kits I showed you guys, they're available at Hobby Nut Models. maybe out of stock right now, but he gets that stuff in all the time. And if there's something particular you want, just contact him via email. He will find it for you, or he'll do his best to, to get you what you need and what you want. And if nothing more, while you're there, that link's down below. Pick you up something. Paintbrushes, a knife, paints. The great line of MCW paints. We've been using those a lot here lately. Not that I'm going to merge completely into MCW. I do like them a whole lot. The only thing I don't like is the hardener. And now I know the importance of it after doing the Budweiser car, is that with using the hardener, you can almost turn a flat paint job into a high gloss paint job, which is awesome. If you've ever seen any of Matthew's, or Matthew at Model Car videos, any of his work up close, I mean, a lot of it he does not clear coat, and it looks like it's been clear coated. And it's the hardener that does that. That's what we're getting to, is the hardener. It's separated and it hardened. Lid on tight, sealed. I kept the jar lid clean. I knew from Matthew and from what Mark had told me that the lid would crush and be hard to get off. And it did, and I was just curious, maybe it's still okay. And when I tried to get the lid off, the jar exploded in my hand. Was it this hand? Yeah. I mean, it's all healed now, but it cut me here, here, and here. I was bleeding everywhere. And it did. It separated, and the hardener itself hardened, and the thinner or whatever's in it is sitting on top. I don't like that. So they need to improve on the sealing of the bottle, not corroding so quickly, even though you keep the jar clean, and certainly not if light force used and the jar explodes on you. That's dangerous. But other than that, the paints themselves, I love them. Using them just straight, it's the dry time. I don't dehydrate or hydrate, whatever, my paint jobs. I spray them. I set them to the side, or I put them in a display case to keep them out of the dust, and let them dry over time. With the MCW, I noticed it takes several days for that paint to completely cure, which will slow you down if you're trying to stay on track of a build. But at the end of the day, this has been painted for a month now. It's completely cured now. I'm not, there's nothing really bad to say about the paint. The paint lays so nice. And that's no hardener in it. And you can see it's got a nice shine to it, just itself. But yeah, I mean, it's, see, I got a little smudge in it now from touching it with my stupid fingers. This has got to go into clear. I got a couple other parts cleared already. And then we got to get this finished up for my brother-in-law. I'm having fun with this. I still got to do all the trim on the bottom. But yeah, I mean, paint-wise, it's awesome. It's just the hardener. I'm very unhappy with the hardener. That, even though Mark sent it to me, and I'm appreciative of that, if you're to buy it, pay $6 for the hardener, and only get to use it, well, I only used it for the ramp truck and the, that build. Let's just say I used it for that build. I had like over a half a jar left. And it was garbage out there. I couldn't use it, so improve the sealing of the bottle, and whatever else makes it function. And you got a golden ticket there, because that hardener's very nice. All right, guys, we're on an hour. happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Enjoy it. I know I am. I'll probably make a glutton of myself. I usually try to. But Friday, I don't know. I may do Saturday for Friday. And we may do that for a while, just until, I get done with what I'm doing with my brothers and I have more time here to do that. And we'll just take that week by week. But again, I apologize for no video on Monday. I hope this makes up for it. I hope you guys like those products, the additions to the diorama, the hood we got for wed.lol's Camaro, that direction that project's going in. And then, of course, big thank you to Ryan Jones. All these awesome wheels. Get out there, get the VCG resins, Iceman collections, and Ryan himself for those wheels. These, remember, are VCG resins only. I think he can resize those. I think I saw a video or a post on Instagram. I think he or he's trying to resize them or something. You might check with him and see. Maybe these sizes don't work for what you want or need. But these and these are through Ryan. And then these are through Joel, Iceman Collections. And I saw the scale model experiment announce, I think Ryan or Joel extended the production of the EV charger till today. I think today is the last day you can get it. So that was great. He extended a few more days. I know there's some people that were kind of upset. Oh, only a limited run. Well, it's a limited edition. It's only going to be a limited run. It's get it while it's hot. And then these intakes are through Joel. And it's fitting that Joel received these because it was his engine that I put these on. And they marry together perfect. So it takes the guesswork out of everything. So, all these gentlemen's links will be down below. I'll have Bandit Resins down there. You got the website. I'll probably type that in too down there. But that'll all be down in the descriptions. Let me know, guys. What do you think? Again, I am sorry about Monday. The mental part is 1/24th, 1/25th. What's your feeling about it? It does not bother you at all. Who cares? I do. I think it's utterly ridiculous that they put one right after the other. Why so close knit there? Not instead of one or the other. I don't care which one they did. Just make one or the other. Preferably the hair larger one. Old eyes, old fingers. There is 1/20th scale. Why not just eliminate the 1/24th and 1/25th and go to 1/20th? What's your thoughts on all that? I'm looking forward to that. As always, you can drop me an email. You don't like leaving comments down below. We've gone over. Hopefully it's early. Hopefully I can get this video up. It doesn't take 12 hours. And we'll probably see you guys on Saturday for Friday's video. It'll just be a quick video. Just primarily updating you on the shop. What I get done and where I'm at with it. We're not going to be doing any building. I want to try next week to actually work on the 32 and the EV. I want to at least get them into primer. That's my goal. And maybe the EV into paint at the end of the week. Or during the weekend anyways. So, I think I've covered everything. And, as always, any suggestions, guys? I'm still trying to figure out the rumble seat. I've gotten a lot of great suggestions, and I'm looking into all those. So I'm gonna try them all. because I mean I don't have any grand plan right now for it. So, guys, get out there, enjoy your day off, enjoy it with family, get some modeling built, or modeling done. Guys, in the group build, don't forget the 27th. Get your update videos up, or and link them to me. And if you don't use that, get them emailed to me. I think there is 2 of us done now. Marcy's still working on hers. William's still working on his, and everybody else is still working on his. I've gotten updates on everything so far, but I don't think anybody else is done. William may be close to being done this video. We'll see. I'm looking forward to his video and Marcy's. So that's it, guys. We'll see you this weekend. This is Rusty Rotor. I'm out.